Newt Gingrich is the former Speaker of the House. Speaker, what would you do to get accountability for what the Democrats did to the country by hiding Joe Biden and lying to us about it?
Well, look, either there has to be a joint House-Senate committee or there has to be a special commission. I mean, I have to say, in all the years I've studied both as a history teacher and as, elected official, the idea that these people knew, and it's pretty clear now, that a lot of them knew that he was gone. And it raises the question, who was the president of the United States during this period? Or who were, because it may have been a group. It's an astonishing moment. And I think it requires a very in-depth look, day by day, at the decisions that were made. Were they really made by the president? Or were they made by his staff? And second, how many Democrats owe the country a deep apology because they knew they'd been with him, they knew it was impossible, and they lied about it? And I can't remember any event in American history that involves, including Woodrow Wilson's stroke and Edith Wilson, his wife, running the country. Nothing on this scale of constant deception, constant lying, and the fact that they propped him up. And it raises the genuine, legitimate question, who was the president, and do any of the things that they did in his name actually count if he didn't know who he was?
That's a great question.
Deep, historic question.
That is a great question, and you might have to have the court decide that. But before you do that, why can't House Republicans subpoena Ron Klain, President Klain probably, and put him under oath and have him tell us what happened behind the scenes?
Look, I think both the House and the Senate should impanel special committees to just focus on this issue. Who was the president? Who lied about the president? Who made the decisions as though they were president? And what is the constitutional implication of having people who are not the president making these kind of decisions? I think this is a very serious, profound, historic moment, not a political moment. It ought to be a truly bipartisan committee, truly bipartisan effort, because all of us ought to have an interest as Americans in knowing what happened and how could we have been lied to for at least minimum of 2 or 2.5 years. We were being consistently, systematically lied to.
Those are great recommendations, and I hope the people in the House and Senate are watching, and we owe it to the country and to the truth to do that. Speaker, thank you. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.